at Peel Farm, we've got a coffee shop, a gift shop, self-catering accommodation, and I've just put in luxury glamping pods, which I got a leader grant for, which was not very easy, I have to say, but got it. So when we started I know Caroline previously, so I think that's probably why we went ahead and volunteered to be monitor farmers, but my dad and brother are they're at the farming side, so they weren't actually that involved in they were at the succession meeting, but they weren't that involved in the whole process. But my mother, who started the coffee shop business in our sun porch 36 years ago, was very involved, and Kim also, who rented the two businesses from us, was also very involved. So I'll just go back to the start. As I said, Mum started the coffee shop 36 years ago, and we've just grown it very slowly as we could afford it. We've been very fortunate with grants, and up to today where it's my full-time job now, really. I used to work on the farm all the time, and now I'm up Peel all the time. As I say, the expansion's only been possible because of grants. We've got SRDP for the converting the steading, and I would say the Monitor Farm helped me probably the most with the accommodation, because I'd never done it before, so got lots of good advice. We did a meeting about heads on beds, which, because I was just going to market it on my own, and everyone advised me not to, so I didn't, so that worked well. But also the Monitor Farm's great because you can mould the meetings to suit you, but then it also suits a lot of other people. It's not just directed at the actual Monitor Farm, and it's also for the wider community. So that's as I say, the succession meeting was very good. We did a social media one, that was very good, but it's not really rubbed off much on me, to be fair. So as I say, five years ago I worked on the farm full time, and now I'm full time in the probably tourism business, and the holiday houses were just getting going. We've invested now in the coffee shop since we've taken it back, and the gift shop. Bought a lot of stock. We've got a new website, which I was very actively encouraged to do, because our website was pretty crap. Signs up around the place explaining the history of the place, and even just signs directing people where to go. It's things you don't think of yourself, but when you've got fresh eyes coming in, they say, well, we didn't know where that was and where that was. So it's a big help. We've invested. It's small potatoes, but new coffee machines. It's a big investment to make back from sale. As everyone says, cafes don't make money, and they're probably, I hate the word cafe, but the coffee shop, I've just been reinvesting, so I'm not making millions off it yet, but someday I will. So to go back to the holiday houses, the steading, I'm delighted with the way they're performing. The house that sleeps 4 last year was 78% occupied, and the house that sleeps 8 last year was 86% occupied. So I'm very happy with that, and if we can continue this year, I'm full now till the end of March and through summer. Full for the next 2 new years. So lot of repeat business, and we're getting excellent reviews, which is good. The downside is it's quite close to the holiday house, so to the coffee shop, so if we get rowdy guests, it's a little bit, I don't allow hen parties, but they sometimes sneak in, and it's a little bit dodgy when the old ladies are having their cuppies. We invested in a hot tub about 2 years ago for the bigger of the houses, and that's been a huge success. I couldn't recommend that strongly enough. Will I do some photos now? So that's my ducks. We've got an old mill pond, so that's also a huge draw. The children come and feed we've got I know you're not meant to feed ducks bread, but ours are fine with it, they like it. This is in the coffee shop, so it's all homemade cakes, and we invested in new tables and chairs and painted and stuff. We get quite a lot of groups. We're doing quite a lot of afternoon teas now. We've progressed onto that. That's Kim there. That was the original. So that's the photo outside. More ducks. So this is the holiday houses. As I say, they were just on the. Actually, the other good thing about the Monitor Farm was it encouraged me to get them finished, because Caroline organised MPs to come and view it all, and I was like, oh God, well, better hurry up. So yeah, that was all the encouragement we needed to get it totally finished. This is my new pods. So they're luxury glamping pods. They've got a non-suite. They're made in Haddington, and with them is going a wood-fired hot tub. So they're very nearly finished. I've had a lot of problems with planning. Angus Council are not my friends. But we're getting there. We're nearly ready to. I'll be having bookings for Easter time, so that's exciting new development. I also did the Rural Leadership Programme with Murray and Duncan, and it was great. Had a great time. Too good a time sometimes. So I would just encourage people to apply to do it, because I'm quite looking forward to the new meetings, because it's been a while since we've come, and as I say, without the programme we would just probably been shambling along as we were. You know, Kim wouldn't have gone her way, we wouldn't have taken the business back in hand, I wouldn't have put the glamping pods in, you know. So it's small potatoes compared to lagging, but it's just it has definitely encouraged a big change, because Dad and my dad and grandfather are very traditional. You know, we don't like change. You know, and so I couldn't recommend it highly enough. And everyone apply.